Hey everyone, this is James, and this is my 4-hour chart of Bitcoin. This is BTC USDT. It is March 6th, 7 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. So, in my previous videos, I said there was going to be some volatility near this top right here, because there's going to be a lot of pressure in this zone. I did not think we were going to pull back this far. I thought we'd get more of a sideways consolidation before we broke out, but right here, we are very close to the long-term support. This long-term support should hold if price breaks below this line at roughly maybe like 10,800, 10,780-ish on the Binance exchange. Then this line sets over. All right, so if we break that and we cannot come back in, it's over. And price is going to head much further to the downside. How far that goes to the downside, I would have to wait for price to build structure, and structure does take time, so price would have to come back through and build something like this, and then I would be able to kind of estimate on where I believe that price is headed into the future. So now anything in this video, I have to give the disclaimer that it is not investment advice. This is for educational purposes only. However, what I do see here is a bottoming effect in the price of Bitcoin. I do believe that this is essentially the stop run. This is going to wash out the weak hands in the trade. There's a lot of people that are anticipating upside. There's a lot of people that want more downside. Right here we're in between, just like Goldilocks. And I do think still, as long as we maintain this structure, everything that I've said in my prior videos is going to come true, based on my analysis. So nothing is guaranteed. Nothing is ever guaranteed. You always have to have stop losses in place. No matter what you are trading, you always have to account for both sides of the trade. I've been saying that in my past videos too. I hope I can emphasize that to everybody. You have to be ready for anything. If not, you should not be trading at all. If you want to do long-term holding and just let it go for years or whatever, then that's something completely different. But you have to be ready for both sides. And right here, we are at a very crucial point to where if price breaks down, I firmly believe that we are going to head much lower. However, if we hold this, I do think we are going to build up the energy in this area as we kind of fill in this makeshift wedge right here. We will build in the energy that we need to break through this top, which will take us into, I believe, the mid 12,000 range. And from that range, I do think the top is going to be somewhere around the 3,400 range, or sorry, 13,400, 13,500 range. Just depends on how fast we move up into time and space. If this is broken, then I do think that we're easily going to probably break below this 9,300 level. So that's both sides of the trade. This is just looking at the market. This is more of a long-term perspective. Let me kind of zoom out here. That way, if you're new, you can see exactly. This is where we were at the 6,000 bottom. Okay, we've been traveling in here, and this is where we're at, coming for a nice retest. Okay, you can see this empty space here. You can see the empty space here. I'm waiting to see how this 4-hour bar pans out, and possibly for the next 8 hours we could be down here in this zone. Let me just zoom back in real quick, that way everybody can see right here. So we could get not only this 4-hour bar, but we could get the next 4-hour bar still right here in this zone before price does make a decision. So this could be a decision that is made over the next 8 to 12 hours, and we could be talking about the evening for price to make a decision in Eastern Standard Time. So right now, like I said, we're at a very crucial point. If we break down below, it's not going to be a good sign. There's nothing good about that. If we maintain this structure, I do believe we're going to build that energy, like I said, to break back through the top and head higher from there. So right now, I think this is where the temporary bottom is. Okay, that's why I have this orange line there that cuts right through. It's the same frequency that I see on the other tops as well here. So we'll see what happens. But right now, it's kind of like we're at a very crucial point to where price could literally go either way over the next 8 to 12 hours. At least the positive sign is that we've not closed down here in the bottom range, so we've kind of peaked up a little bit. And also on top of that, price is extremely vertical, and if you know from my prior videos, anytime price gets extremely vertical, there's typically a relief and there's typically a return to the base, kind of like how you see. Now this is more of a longer term picture. It does not mean that necessarily we're going to immediately spike back up, but you can kind of see like this. Now it doesn't always work out like this, okay? So price can get very vertical to the downside and then reverse like so. The same thing here, reverse like so. Do not assume that this guarantees future price action, okay? This is just looking at prior history and trading in various markets to when price gets extremely vertical like that, there is typically a relief, but there is nothing that is ever guaranteed, okay? Even if it's like an 80% probability, you still have 20% that you could get wrecked. And that's why I tell everybody, no matter what you want to do, you have to have stop losses. If you trade without stop losses, you are literally gambling. And at that point, you just need to stop. You really do. You need to just save your money because it's hard-earned money that you've worked very hard for, and to lose it over the inability to place something as simple as a stop loss just makes absolutely no sense. So I hope I can emphasize that enough. You can see the carnage, especially in the cryptocurrency market. Okay, this is an overnight. This is a 1,000-point run almost already. To the downside, okay? We've seen Bitcoin do this many times. We've seen Bitcoin reverse these 1,000-point moves like it's nothing, but it does not mean it's guaranteed, okay? So I'm not trying to go off on a tangent, but I just really want to emphasize these basic things that people really need to understand, that if you do not have your stops in place, you will get wrecked. You will destroy yourself. And it's for no reason, because the stop loss is free. It's easy. You just put it right in. You just create a stop loss. You do a stop limit. Whatever you want to do, you can create it to mitigate your losses. And anyways, that's where we're at. I'm not trying to get off on a tangent, but I just, I know a lot of people watch these videos. I know there's a lot of people on, various social media outlets that are calling for like 25,000, 50K, blah, blah, blah. And people are getting hyped up, and everybody wants to buy, and everybody wants to chase price up. But nobody's thinking about, like, how am I going to stop my losses if this works against me? Like, not a lot of people talk about that. So that's why I try to emphasize this as much as possible. But anyways, I'm not trying to go off on a tangent. That's it for today. There's nothing really else that I can say about this chart at this time. It just we have to give price time now, and that time could be anywhere from as long as 8 to 12 hours. This 4-hour bar though, this bar right here could potentially blow it through, and if it does, then it's over, and all it took was this bar. Otherwise, we are going to trend a little sideways and probably get more of a curling action like we typically see. That will be a positive indicator, but like I said, that's 8 to 12 hours of time. So that's it for today. My next video will be in the evening. I am still bullish at this point, okay? This is a bad pullback, but I'm still bullish because I do think that this resets the sentiment, just like I was talking about. And as that occurs, everyone's going to be looking. Everyone's fangs are out. They're waiting. Oh, I'm going to buy in the 9,000. I'm going to buy in the 8,500. I'm going to buy here. And then price starts to reverse. And guess what happens? All those people start to pile in, and price goes higher. So now it's not guaranteed because we still could break down. And once we break down, that's it. That's it. This is all over. Everything you see on this screen, delete it. Just don't even watch the video at that point anymore. Like, you have to shut the video off. But if we maintain this structure, though, it's going to be good because this is a nice psychological attack on the everyday trader that is in the cryptocurrency market. The retail traders is what they're termed as. Anyone that trades under 500,000 is considered a retail trader. This whipsaws those traders. This keeps those traders in limbo. This keeps them second guessing their move, and it can cause people to miss out on long runs. So this is the long-term picture. That's it for today. I will talk to everybody in the evening. Just give price time. Okay, this is not investment advice. I have to say that. Just let it work itself out. I do think that we can head higher from here as long as it's not broken, and roughly that line again is maybe 10,800 to 10,760-ish, somewhere in that range. $40 isn't much here. So I will talk to everybody later. Everybody have a great day or a great night, depending on where you are in the world. And that's it. If you do enjoy the content, please give me a like, subscribe, follow, share the video. You know, I don't mean to go off on a tangent and give a lecture about stop losses, but it's something that's so crucial that I know if I say it every single day, not a lot of people are going to listen to it. So I have to keep reiterating that so people do not destroy themselves, especially in the cryptocurrency market.